Roscoe is one of my roosters that lives on our little farm. He used to be really sweet and I loved him. He used to let me hold him, and then he turned really mean. I was like, I love him, but boy, he's so mean. I kind of thought, I think I need to write a story using Roscoe as the main character, to be like, we need to treat others how we want to be treated, and I'm going to use my rooster to teach that lesson. I always loved stories that actually taught something. It's neat to have a little children's story that, about this or that, but to actually have some kind of moral or something that can, carry them on. I just loved that. And I was like, why not use this bossy rooster, I think we can all relate sometimes of having people in our lives, because even for adults, a friend said, this could really be for some adults too,
All these chickens are at my house.
May-ish, I guess, of this year. We were in the process of trying to plan a trip in the summer, and my husband's planning this whole, mapping everything out, and I'm over on the couch like doing this. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I think I'm writing my book,
On your phone?
On my phone, yeah. I was using notes. I was just like, this whole thought process, it just started flowing, and I just took it in the moment. And the really cool thing is that my illustrator that I picked was actually from the Ukraine. So he's Ukrainian, and it made my heart even happier to know that I was actually helping someone who's going through a really difficult time, obviously, in his country. And I thought, what a better way to be able to support somebody through that.
Yes, they were. And they included him in all the games, and they played together.
To think this mean old little rooster could bring in so mmany people, and seeing pictures, people texting me, or I see it on Facebook, of their child and how much they enjoy it, and and a friend of mine read it to her class yesterday, and she just was like, had a teaching moment. She said, I actually was able to teach using your story, and that was like, the sky is the limit. Definitely, there's going to be some more books. I have already started writing a few, and just little nibbles or little bits, and it was kind of funny, just like a couple weeks ago, our little theme here in preschool was community helpers. Well, Erin, my teacher, was like, there's hardly any stories out here about community helpers. Becky, you need to write a story about Roscoe community helpers. So you know what I did? Like a day later, I was like, ooh, okay, here we go. What can we do? And incorporate Arlington, because I love my town. We've been here 19 years. All my 4 children have gone through the schools, and I have such a love for my town that I thought, now I've got my rooster I love, got my town, and now my books. Because Roscoe needs to learn patience. That's another thing. So that's definitely in the future, and he needs to learn to share. So we're just gonna keep on keeping on.